Hey guys, it's
Tick.
and Tech.
Welcome back to Dark Souls 3.
Yay! Alright, here's another one. Here's an enchantment. You can pay 3 and bolster once.
Oof.
It sits on the field for 2 mana. That's rough. Man, Anafenza really is the bolster queen.
Yeah.
For white.
Dude, Lelia's pretty good. She's not bolstered though. She does stuff to herself when you exile stuff.
Oh yeah.
She's like a 4-drop red. And it's whenever a card enters exile from anywhere, she gets +1/+1.
Jeez.
And it's just a counter. It just exists on her.
God damn.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, actually.
Here's one. Gleam of Authority.
I
2-drop
knew it.
enchantment. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on other creatures you control. Enchanted creature has vigilance and pay 1, tap it, bolster 1. Okay, so that one's good.
Yeah, really quick, I need you to appreciate this.
What?
1 wall. This used to be a wall, right?
Okay.
Here's another illusory wall. And one more!
Another one. God damn.
I'm pretty sure that's the last one. I'll check all these just in case, but...
That's so silly.
Yeah, it's like that, to the Great Hollow in the first game.
Yeah.
You open one, and there's a chest behind it with the plank shield, right?
Okay.
And then you go behind the chest and you open it again, and the Great Hollow is there.
God damn. That's
Yeah.
freaking rough. Alright, but this one's really good. Because it's pay 2, it's an enchantment on your creature, and it gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on other creatures you control. For each one. So
Yeah.
And you can it also has vigilance. And you can pay 1 to tap it to bolster once. So it's a guaranteed bolster every turn with him, and he's also fucking massive. Yeah. Still not amazing, but
Yeah, but
the
like,
best one
whatever.
so far. Honor's Reward. You gain 4 life, bolster 2. Choose a creature with the least toughness among creatures you control, but 2 bolster counters on it. Wow, for 3 mana. Here we go. Sandcrafter Mage. He's a 3-drop 2/2. And whenever he enters the battlefield, bolster once. Here's a one-off. You get 1 bolster.
Yeah, again, bolster was just not that great.
That's fair though. Here's a classic. Scale Blessing. Bolster 1, then put a +1 counter on each creature you control with a +1 counter on it. For 4 mana.
You need other things that interact with +1/+1 counters, like proliferate, and
Yeah.
then like
Yeah, but the whole
like
idea.
creatures with +1/+1 counters get this.
Yeah, well, that's a lot easier. The whole point was
Exactly.
the whole point was to make one that just utilizes bolster,
There's so few cards with bolster.
especially in mono white, which is the problem because I really would want Anafenza to
Right.
be the commander of a bolstered deck because she is just the
So
best at
good.
it. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
literally the best at it.
Yeah, no, I got it. I get it.
Let's see if I can change the color to just green.
There's probably less bolster.
There is. There's only 4 that meet the 1 to 4 mana cost. There we go. Catched Defenses. It's just a 3-drop bolster 3. That's it. About this one. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield. Tap and shuffle your library. Bolster 1. Okay. Trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, bolster X, where X is the number of differently named artifact tokens you control. Well, that's not good at all. And then bolster X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Each creature you control with a +1 counter on it gains trample until end of turn. Okay, so yeah.
This Inning Guardian's really fucking strong for some reason.
Alright, so the green doesn't work. Green's even worse than white. So yeah, let's remove all the mana values.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just,
think that's the play.
let's just see what I get. I get a few more. Wait, yeah, because it was 10 last time, and now it's 12, 13. I got 3 more cards by removing the mana cost. Let's see where they at. Here's one. Flying, and when it enters battlefield, bolster 1. Worthless. Here we go. When it enters the battlefield, bolster 2. And whenever a creature you control with a +1 counter attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. That's good, though. Because that means that every creature that will have a +1 counter on it, which means every time I attack with all my creatures, I get to tap basically the other person's board.
Yeah. Sorry, I am paying attention, but I'm also focusing super fucking hard.
Yeah. But
Because,
that's
obviously.
really not bad at all. Here's an instant. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Bolster 1. But for 5 mana, that's bad. And that's it. Those are the only new ones. So only one of those was decent.
No, what the fuck?
So yeah, it would be a lot. It would make a lot more sense to make the deck like exclusively like proliferating, to where it's like, oh, all your creatures just get counters or proliferating permanents, so they constantly are making your creatures get more counters.
Yeah.
So like,
And with that kind of stuff, blue is kind of the way to go.
yeah.
Like, the Merfolk deck fucking goes nuts with proliferation.
Oh, it really does.
Like,
Yeah. So I think the way it would work would be that if there are even any white cards that do a lot of proliferating, it'd be Anafenza gets the counters on things, and then all my other permanents just keep adding those counters. And so it's just, but I don't know. I don't think there's enough to like warrant building a deck around it.
a deck utilizing it, sure, but not around it, no. There is for, like, a standard deck.
Oh yeah, I mean for a standard, because you have 13 cards, you could put 4 of each of those. That's a whole fucking deck right there.
Yeah.
So you're good. But in Commander, that's only 13 out of 100 cards.
I need to build a Drake deck. I always wanted to build a Drake deck, but when I started playing, there's straight up just not enough Drake cards.
No,
there
there
wasn't. When I started playing, there was like 4 Drake cards or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, there just wasn't enough at all.
Sounds about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I got a Titanite slab for killing that.
Oh, dude, I get 0 land. Yeah. So I think my bet that if I were to build a white deck, I would build it as like my soldier deck, but Commander.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because
Your soldiers fucking are a menace, though.
Yeah, they really are. They'd be in too high of a tier. Because I'd probably just leave Anafenza as the commander, just because she's really easy to get out and she does make my stuff just stronger.
And then, like, Audric was, what, a 6-drop?
He's a 4.
He's
really
still
not
a lot.
bad. Yeah, he's not bad, but he's not really that great. So
yeah,
basically,
for the low white costs.
Yeah. So basically what I'd do is I'd take every like creature or every card that's in my soldier deck, put one of them in the commander deck, and then I would go on a search for cards that aren't in there that do similar stuff.
Mana Box is great for that.
Yeah.
For
So
you
I
just put in those cards,
Yeah.
to show what you want, and then you can hit a recommend button,
Yeah.
and the game will, or the thing will recommend a bunch of cards for that deck.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I'll do that here in a second. I'll just start adding one of each of the cards that are in there, and see what kind of deck it comes out with. And then it'll be like, this deck will cost you $6. Because soldiers cost fucking nothing. I don't know either.
So brokey, dude.
Dude, my soldier deck costs like $15.
I know freaking Franco is like a cheap card too, though.
Yeah, but like my soldiers fucking destroy all my other deck. And it's like one of the cheapest ones I have. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I need to go back to the shrine because I have 161,000 souls that I don't want to lose. We're gonna spend the rest of this episode fighting a big bitch.
Why would you want to
Okay,
Why would you want to fight a big bitch?
because
Fight a small bitch.
it's a good time.
Alright, decks. Create a deck. Soldier.
You can change the format of it too, so it only wrecks cards for
Yeah,
like
form-
that thing.
Commander. Create. Soldier commander. Okay, so let's start with. I can switch. Okay, main board, sideboard, main board, sideboard. Why did I lose the ability to choose commander? I had the option to choose commander, and then it just. Okay. Let's go. Anafenza, Kintry Spirit. That's my commander. How do I tell it that that's my commander?
You did.
Oh, okay, I did. Good.
Yeah.
All right, now I can just add other cards as I want.
Yep. And then for the recommendation thing, you click that, and then EDH rec.
Okay. Cool enough.
Yeah.
Cool enough. Cool enough.
I can't decide which sort I'm going to use. We'll see. Let me actually put. Sort this out like that. I do not have very much of that actually.
Captain of the Watch.
Ashen one.
Boop. Creatures. Alright. Court. No, yogurt. Court trees. Denizen. Oh, I kind of like that. You're dead already?
No. I actually haven't started that fight yet. But I'm scared for my life.
Oh. Veteran swords. Come on. Swordsmith. Boop. The armor smith is in here somewhere. He does the opposite. Ooh. Yeah, precinct captain. That's a good one. Precinct captain. Look at all these creatures I've already got. I've already got 4 whole creatures. And you already get Captain of the Watch. Oh yes, Bally Rush.
Man. That's a Kithkin soldier, isn't it?
It is. It's like one of the best soldier cards you can get. It makes them, all soldiers cost 1 less to cast.
I only knew that it was a Kithkin.
Oh, maybe you should know better. God. Honor of the Pure.
On Orlando?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alright. Let's go fight Dark Eater Midir, baby.
Honor of the Pure.
Hello, Dark Eater Midir. Look at this fucking big bitch.
God damn.
There's a
God.
big bitch.
God damn.
We'll see how much damage it really
Preeminent captain.
does. He's yelling at me. 239. That is not good.
Wow.
Ah.
That's pretty pathetic. I'll raise the alarm.
I can't believe I got that off on his face. Hell yes. Petulant Mist eats ass, dude.
Get touched by several small children.
Fucking look at it chip away at his health.
Oh, damn.
Just from standing in that little mist bubble.
God damn, yeah, he really is just tanking damage from that.
It's because he's huge, by the way.
Yeah, so he can't escape it, basically.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Champion of the Parish, or Champion of the Perished. Oh, that's a button. Okay. What does he do, though? Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 counter on him. Oh, so he's literally... They didn't. I think they did. That's awesome. He's the same guy. Because he's literally Champion of the Parish is the alive version of the character.
That's cool.
And perished is him dead. so one is whenever a human enters, he gets +1 counter. Whenever a zombie enters, that's actually really funny.
That sounds like some shit they do.
That is, yeah, because it's just him but dead.
I feel like I'm dealing with less damage. Ah, shit! Don't vaporize me. Or attempt to, at least.
Master Tactician. Audric, Master Tactician. Boros.
Oh shit! I'm so close.
Boros. Swordsman. We got that.
I I now remember why I don't fucking fight Dark Eater Midir ever.
Because you're bad.
He's really difficult, buddy. And he's huge, and he's so fast. And he just whipped fucking Shira Filianor or whatever.
Whipped her.
Yeah, he just fucking absolutely demolished her, dude.
Veteran armor smooth. Oh, veteran armorer. What does he do? Other creatures you control get +1, +0/+1. So he does the same thing, and he's a soldier.
Add him too.
I'm going to, because he just does the same thing as this guy does for the same mana. So it's just good to get another one of them in
Yep.
there. Force of Virtue. I love Force of Virtue.
I think my Zweihander dealt more damage. So.
There's Highwind
Yeah, that's Zweihander. Oh, that's what I want to say.
plus.
She sounds like she's having a hard time.
Bio, poor little thing. She never did nothing to nobody. Does this deck not have Glorious Anthems in it? I think I took them out, actually. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I took Glorious Anthems. I probably swapped them out for the freaking Force of Virtues. They're 1 more mana, but the trade-off is you can cast them for free if you exile a white card from your hand during an opponent's turn, which is like way more useful, like way more versatile, because it means you can get it out like turn 0 basically,
Yeah.
and then your creatures just start every time being just bigger. Well, I think I got everybody. That was it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say Glorious. Glorious Anthem? You should go get +1. Wow, they reprinted it in 21?
It's kind of sad that they're not doing the core sets anymore.
Oh, they finally stopped doing the M's?
Yeah, they did back in like 2017 or something.
They did, but then they started up again.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, that's why there's M21s. And,
I
like...
just assumed that they were just like, oh, this is the year it came out, I guess.
Well, I know that...
Because core sets are different.
Yeah, but I know M15 was supposed to be the last one. And then they were like, nah, we're doing it more. So they just did it anyways. Oh, dude, there was a card that I saw. So, you know,
Shit.
the Platinum Angel
Yeah, yeah.
classic. There was actually a card that its ability is to give an angel that ability.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
To just give any angel on your side of the field the
Yeah.
ability of where you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win.
There's a dope angel. It's just a chroma.
Just a chroma.
It's just a chroma. You know what a chroma's memorial does, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what she has.
That's really fun, actually. I love when shit like that happens.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I have Glorious Dragonkin. I don't care. Since I'm not adding that to it yet. All right. Cool. So now we have 12 cards. 12 out of
Way too many.
a freaking 100.
Yeah. Just to add fucking 39 land.
Yeah, pretty much. Dragons.
Oh, shit.
Why is it making me pick a planes that cost me?
Because you searched planes instead of just adding
How do I add just land?
land. That same drop down menu where the
Oh, yeah,
recommendations
I
are.
found Can I just tell it to give me 40 land?
You can hit the recommendation button.
No, I don't want that one.
There's a game incoming.
Okay, 40 mana. Alright.
No, what I wanted.
0 lands added. Did it add my lands? I had 40 lands. And it's charging me 6 cents per land. I don't know either. Just decided it cost me 6 cents a land.
Everybody already has that much money.
Yeah, I'm not about to fucking... It says $2.40 for all 40 of my lands. Okay, so I have... does it give me an overall cards?
Yeah,
Where like
near
it
the
tells...
top.
Oh yeah, Commander. 57 cards, okay. So I need just a few more. Card recommendation. Give me. Swords of Plowshares.
Oh fuck, I'm so boned.
Oh, you lived.
Somehow, I have 1 city left, and then I'm dead.
So target creature. Its controller may search their library for a basic language with a card on back and type. Add 1 mana of any color to Arcane Signet. I mean,
Mana rocks aren't always bad to have, though.
it's true, and it is a commander, so I'm gonna add it for now. Peril Medallion. White spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That's good. For only 2 mana. Generous Gift. Destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green elephant.
Yeah, generous gift is always a fun one.
I'm not gonna.
And it's permanent as well. It's not like some ridiculous other thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's
target
true.
permanent.
So I can destroy land. It can be useful.
Land destruction is so fucking mean.
It is. Well, like, think of it this way, like, especially in a commander deck, if you're playing against somebody who's like a 3 color, you're just
Right.
like, fuck your command tower.
Fuck your 1 dually you have.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one dually that allows you to play any color you need, fucking gone.
Yeah,
For 3 mana, you have an
exactly.
elephant token.
You
there.
get a 3/3 elephant now.
Enjoy. Oh, here we go. Knight of the White Orchid. I don't want that though.
It's when you run a fucking mono red blood moon.
Yeah, basically. So this one might be alright, but the problem is he's a knight. So he straight up just won't get any bonuses at all. He would just come out,
It
do his
happens.
thing, and then that's it. Here we go. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card.
Nice.
That could be good. It could be, and he's a human soldier, so it works.
Well, and then add Nikos.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'll have that much of an issue, though. Just
Yeah.
because I don't think the soldiers are going to be needing to draw cards. You know?
No, but it's not really about drawing cards. It's about
Well, I mean,
the fucking mana ramp.
well, yeah, but they're not going to be drawing enough cards to utilize
That's
that
fine.
much mana ramp. You're just dead, though.
No, this is how you enter the Midir fight.
And if you control 7 or more planes, you may return to a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield.
I should have waited until I got a little closer. I'm like, whatever. Hey, Midir.
Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, draw a card unless that player pays X, where X is this guy's power. Well, he's a human soldier, so I'm just going to add him.
And you can increase his power artificially through
Yeah.
a bunch of ways.
And he's a 1-drop, 1
Oh, fuck.
So,
Run!
spell
That's
two.
spooky. Fucking Midir just did a bombing run on me.
Let's see. Choose 2. Destroy all artifacts. Destroy all enchantments. Destroy all creatures with mana value 3 or less. Destroy all creatures with mana value 4 or greater.
Oh, that's the one fuck Connor's deck card that he
Yeah.
hates so much in.
Austria command. Well, because it literally just has destroy all artifacts,
Yeah.
which is just his whole deck. All of his
Fucking
creatures.
Damn it.
Ooh, Mind Stone.
I should go farm some souls so I can buy some fucking healing items.
White creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. No, that's not good. Abzan Falconer. Outlast. Oh, I remember Outlast. Put a postal counter on this creature. Outlast only uses sorcery. Each creature you control with a postal counter has flying.
Oh, that's cool.
That is pretty cool. He's a 3-drop 2/3 too, and he's a human soldier.
Nice.
Oh, add him.
You can specify creature type.
I can. You're right. I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm in the recommended. I feel like it would have picked
Yeah,
up
but
on my
it
soldier.
shows that knight. And
True.
it's like, oh, it might vibe with your thing. Like, and you can just tell it straight up, no, I don't want that. I want specifically soldiers.
I want soldier tokens. I just want an army of 1/1 soldiers. That's all I want. Tap unless you control a legendary creature. Add 1 mana of white. If you tap it, draw a card. Activate only if you attack with 2 more creatures. Man. Boring.
Bonk.
Elf Wizard. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. It did recommend it.
Mhm.
$41.
Yeah. I just,
Nope.
dude, I happen to have an extra one from having 3 in my dragons when I was still in tournaments.
Yeah, God, it's such an expensive card. I remember when I was getting them, they were only like $16.
Yeah, but they had like just come out or something.
Yeah, that was back when Cons was coming out, which was like the set after Theros. So.
Yeah.
Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If you cast a spell during your main phase, put a +1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance until end of turn. Yes, please. That's $1.96 for that card. Makes sense. Smothering Tithe. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2.
If they don't, you draw a card.
If that player doesn't, you create a treasure token.
It's kind of like Rhystic Study. You draw a card unless whenever they play a spell, you draw a card unless they play one.
Damn, dude.
And Rhystic Study is a 3-drop.
It costs $37 for that card. For this
It's a
card.
good fucking card.
This is really good. You just put it on the field, and everybody's like, "Well, fuck, I guess."
Yes,
You
I
just-
have Smothering Tide
You
somewhere.
just get mana or draw cards.
Yeah. I have Smothering Tide somewhere. I could probably just give you. Unless you're gonna get some cool proxies or something.
Nah, I don't.
Or
don't-
just normal shitty proxies that you use anyways.
Yeah, right.
That's also an option.
True. Swiftfoot boots, and I don't need that.
You're right, because your guy is an Odric. There's no reason to try and keep Anafenza alive.
No, he's just Anafenza's just a guy, really in the deck. Like she's gonna she's gonna improve the deck,
I like Anafenza.
but she's not gonna be like the goat.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
Let's see, a knock Bondkin. Each creature you control, the +1 counter has first strike. That's good. A dog soldier. I remember. I might actually have this card because I remember this one came out in Cons. I think. I'm just gonna add that. Cathar's Crusade. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a +1 counter on each creature you control. So it's just Anafenza, but it's an enchantment and it costs 5 mana instead of 2.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's rough. But Nykthos would help with that.
It would, but I'm trying to keep the
Especially
costs
since
low.
Anafenza and like Odric both have 2 pips, right?
Maybe.
Like 2 white pips.
Yeah. Yeah. So the only problem is, see, it's funny because this guy costs $4.69, but Anafenza costs 20 cents.
She's a 2-drop.
Yeah. This is a
Oh,
5.
you're right. No,
That's what I'm like. I
thought
don't
you
understand
was
why
gonna be
Anafenza would not be better than this.
I don't know. Maybe because she's a creature and enchantment removal is harder.
I think that might be the only thing. But you pay 3 extra mana for that protection. That
Yeah.
3 mana could be easily spent on a Swiftfoot Boots or a Greaves.
Exactly.
And so you still would end up having a better time with her.
And Lightning Greaves is so fucking good too.
Yeah, it's 2-drop for 0 equip for haste and hexproof. It's fucking baloney. So I don't know. I don't know why Cathar's Crusade is more expensive. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. Yeah, this one just says creature. She's non-token creatures.
Oh, okay.
So literally, if you token spam, they all come. You can get just infinite +1 counters and shit.
You would have a lot of 2/2s.
Yeah, but this does it on a +1 counter on each creature you control as well. That's the one. That's the big hitter.
Yeah.
Because if you were to send out just 20 tokens,
That's +20, +20. I mean,
yeah, the first one that enters is gonna get +1. It's gonna get.
well, and if it's like a freaking Krenko situation, they all enter at the same time.
Yeah, so you just get all your tokens get +20, +20.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why this card's better. Got it.
Way better.
Way better.
I think it's worth the fucking 3 extra mana.
Yeah, no, for that ability, absolutely. It's just.
Well, and again, fucking Nykthos just makes that mean nothing. You know?
It's true. It's true.
Like, it's definitely worth just having it in there with a Nykthos. Like,
No, I can't rely on Nykthos.
no, but
Because
like, if,
Nykthos is like
theoretically, if you have it, you can get that out on turn 3.
theoretically.
Exactly. So, like, might as well just have Nykthos in there. You have 100 cards. I mean,
I will consider it. I'll consider it. I'll just add this one for now. 'Cause it's
yeah,
worth it.
that's fine.
It's a human
You
cleric.
need at least some kind of thing, like
No.
tutors or something. There's Enlightened Tutor. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's a 2-drop and it does some shit.
Ooh, a vampire soldier. Vigilance. Whenever one or more +1 counters are put on him, draw a card. I'll add that.
I'll look up Enlightened Tutor for you.
Tefari's protection. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control face out.
Search your library for an artifact or enchantment card, reveal it, then shuffle, and put that card on top. For 1.
Artifact or enchantment card. Yeah.
For 1.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's why it's a $30 card.
yeah, yeah, just one fucking land. Yeah, that's really good. Each creature you control, the +1 counter on it has lifelink. It's a 4-drop though.
Lifelink is so good, though.
Yeah, he's a 4-drop.
Lifelink is bomb, though, dude.
He's a human cleric as well, so he doesn't even get soldier bonuses. I'm fucking him.
I'm fucking him.
Yeah, I'm fucking him.
Okay, buddy.
Taking his pants off.
You do you, boy.
It's over for him. Flying. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, proliferate.
Ashen 1.
It's a 2-drop 1/1 spirit though. I don't know. Whenever a land you control enters, choose one. Create a 2/2 white cat beast creature token, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance until turn. That's good. Whenever a land enters, though, it's not bad, obviously. Keeper of the Occult. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more creatures than you, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a basic plains card, put it on the battlefield tab, and shuffle it. And I'm going to add that. That's good. Land tax. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal them, for up to 3 basic land cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. It's a 1-drop enchantment.
Fuck Green Ramp, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's so rude.
and it's only 1 mana. So
It's a 1-drop?
and it's an enchantment, so it just
What
sits
the
on the field
fuck?
forever. And
At
it's the
least it
beginning
can
of
be
my upkeep.
removed.
Yes, but
Like-
yeah, it's the beginning of my upkeep, and if an opponent, so anybody.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna add that obviously.
Yeah, that's fucking brokey.
It guarantees I play a land every turn if I get it out.
Yeah.
And then destroy target artifact or enchantment to hit disenchant.
Disenchant. Isn't that just a, remove enchantment aura?
Yeah, it's just instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Just
Oh, damn.
for 2 mana.
That's even better than I thought.
That's all it does. Elite Scale Guard. When it enters the battlefield, bolster 2. Whenever a creature you control with a +1 counter on it attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Yeah, it's a 5-drop. I'm going to add it anyways, but I'm going to hope that it's a little easier to get out.
It should be. I mean,
Yeah, it should
5
be.
isn't crazy in Commander.
No, it's not. But, the idea behind, I'm trying to, make it like my soldiers,
I know.
where everything's super cheap.
But because
so I
of
start
the
just
number of
fucking slamming
cards
them out.
and the one-shots on them, there's just not going to be that many, opportunities for you to, always run super smoothly, just because the number of cards.
It's true. Yeah, that's
so-
the whole point.
So, having those little extra things will always help,
It's true.
and that's why.
Endurance
Fucking
missiles.
land tax or something.
Whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This ability only triggers once each turn, and when it dies, if it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its own control as an enchantment.
I can't get over land tax. That's fucking insane, dude.
What?
The 1-drop for just 3 free land every turn.
Yeah, basically, if anybody controls more lands than you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you just get to
That's crazy.
You just get
dude.
to get 3 basic
You
lands.
get
to
a
put in
little
your hand.
mana screwed and you just go fetch them. Fucking what?
Yeah, because
For 1? That's
yeah,
insane.
for 1, it's really good.
That's so fucking good.
Yeah, and one more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter. I'm gonna add that just because this lets me draw cards every turn. Yeah, whenever I play a creature that has 2 or less power, which is like every creature. Yeah. So whenever one or more creatures you control
Enter the battlefield.
power 2 less enter. Yeah, power
Okay.
2 less enter.
So it affects tokens too.
Yeah, draw a card.
Because you don't cast tokens.
No. Yeah. Royal Warhound. There's if an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for a basic plains card, put on a battlefield tap, and then shuffle.
Dude, you could probably get by on just basics, bro.
Yeah, no kidding. I could probably. And the only problem with this guy is he's a dog, so he doesn't even have like soldier powers. Makeda's the Monarch. Not a one. So this one's a human cleric with Outlast, but it's
Oh,
Connor, you're here early.
Yes. I'm here.
All right, Matt. You're supposed to give me warning. You don't give me warning. I don't know to put the collar on.
I see
Damn
you
it.
went and got yourself an absolute ginormous skeleton.
I did. Isn't that cool?
he got it for cheap too.
What's
I bought it on
for a giant
Facebook.
skeleton?
$6,000.
I hope that's a joke. Because I could never, ever see you spending that much money for something like that, ever.
No.
Like,
What are
literally,
you doing?
I was going to keep your drink there, or make some space for my drink.
Coward.
You should have got your coaster.
Nah. I only really have it there so that it doesn't. So I have a nice flat surface to set all my.
Yeah.
Because it like has dips on it.
How are you guys? Hi, Maya.
Pretty good.
You want up here?
She would love to get up there. and
Okay,
sit.
that's too far.
I've
Yeah,
been
lick him right in the ear hole.
Yeah. I've been incredibly lethargic recently.
I'm very sick.
Why?
I'm just having some days.
How much have you lost?
Total, probably 22 to 24 pounds.
That's pretty good.
Still
Yeah, but
good.
it's been like 9 weeks.
So,
It's been 9 weeks.
you don't know
I've gone through, I
instant
believe,
results.
I've gone through, I believe. But the problem is most of that weight loss was in my first like 2 or 3 weeks, which means I've seen incredibly like probably like less than a pound a week. If like I did the.
Just gotta keep at it, man. Give it time.
Well, that's
babe.
why I'm talking to the doctor that's prescribed me this stuff because I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow on the phone to see if there's like something that I can do, like something else.
All right, my dear. I swear to God, if you just breathe fire up my rectum again, I'm gonna be real cross. He's a little shitty charge attack.
Alright. Creature control with +1 to counters on them have base power and toughness 4/4, have flying, and are angels in addition to their other types.
Angels too, dude. I love angels.
It's a 6. I'm gonna put it in there. It's
I
a
need to
6
fix
star.
my dad's not a chroma. His angel deck.
But you're
He's red level.
You're a big
He's
boy.
like I'm alive.
He's such a cool looking dragon.
He is.
It's funny that like I'm assuming he can't fly.
No, he can't.
How his wings are all holy.
So
You have your freaking fire ring equipped?
no.
Yeah.
I have some other ones equipped that are more useful to me currently.
Yeah.
Maybe I could get rid of the steel plate protection, but
Yeah.
I don't have flame plate 3.
Ooh, what's
It's
so?
tough. It seems like the fire is more of a threat to you than his melee attacks.
No, his melee attacks have killed me every single time except
Ah.
for the last 2, and I fought him a lot.
So choose a background. It says you can have a background as a second commander. Does that mean when it has the wording "choose a background," it can be the second commander?
Yes, and a background is like a special type of enchantment.
So what does that mean?
It was part of the D&D sets, and
Okay.
you know how you choose a background in D&D.
Oh
For
yeah,
him.
I get you.
You choose an enchantment to go along with your guy, so you can have it's like partner, so you can have multiple colors, and then also choose a specific type of enchantment that goes to the command zone when it gets displaced.
So
What?
with this guy right here, since this is just a legendary creature, Gith warrior, would she be able to be my second commander because she says choose a background?
She would have to be your primary commander, and then you would have to choose a background to be your second one.
Okay, so I have to, and the card specifically has to be a background.
Yes.
Darn, I was really hoping I could have her and the other one, because her ability is if you would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker you control, put that many +1 of each of those kind of counters on them instead.
That's fast.
So it'd be perfect with Anafenza.
Well, you could look up white backgrounds, or even like other color backgrounds. Then you could have a dually deck with just like one card that's like red.
Is he immune to poison, by the way?
No, he's just. Actually, no. I think he is immune. He's either super resistant, so it's not worth using, or he's immune.
I was gonna say because one of my favorite ways whenever I'd fight big bosses like this in like Elden Ring, if I could do it, I would always try and like. Granted, there are no toxic weapons in this game, are there?
No, there are.
There are.
Not many, but and they're mostly spells. But
Well, to be fair, I was gonna say because there's like only like one, maybe two Scarlet Rot weapons in the entire game, but like those Scorpion daggers that I have, I like always try and put Scarlet Rot on big bosses like the dragons if I could, because you know they're such big targets.
Right.
Freaking and you know toxic in general is just super effective.
Yeah.
Look, he's taking. Oh, you have that spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have the intelligence to use it,
Yeah.
but I have to have the Scholar Ring.
Cool. She'll call me tomorrow morning. Because freaking, like I said, I wanted, because it's just really disheartening. Like obviously, I'm not like I'm gonna kill myself, but like
yeah, right. It's just
I'm
unfortunate.
yeah, I'm just really because I don't want to increase my dosage. And it's really goofy because I keep getting just massively mixed signals. Like today, I was talking to my dad, and I'm like, I just really want to eat bread and rice again. Like I really, when I went to freaking Jimmy John's, I just wanted to get a normal sandwich with some nice, fresh, buttery bread. And I'm like, I was talking to my mom. I'm like, all right. I went to my dad. I'm like, I think I'll need to up my dosage. And it's like, well, you've been eating a lot. I'm like, what? Like, can you elaborate on what you mean by that? And the reason he said that is apparently because, like, a couple days ago, like, probably, like, Wednesday last week, he had seen me in the kitchen eating a quesadilla, right? Because I've been using, like, those balanced carb, like, medium-sized tortillas to make quesadillas with the chicken that I made.
Yeah.
Because they're really good. And, like, I'll have one of those with a little bit of because they're actually really good if you use cottage cheese, so I'll have just a little bit of cottage cheese with it. Well, that day, I had made 2 of them for work. And freaking, what my dad had seen was, so he came home and saw me at around like 2 or 3, and I was eating one of them in the kitchen. And so, because I hadn't eaten them during the day, because I made 2 the previous night for work that day. Because I'm like, if we have a long day or something, I'll have like, you know, food to eat while I'm out. So I had one of them when I got home because I hadn't eaten any of either of them during work. And then for dinner later on, I ate my second one. And then I was making more quesadillas for the following day. And his perception was I had eaten once, then I ate twice, then I was making more food. And I'm just like, okay. So freaking I was telling my mom, like, I guess I'm going to freaking cut back because I'm eating too much. And she's like, no, you're supposed to eat more food. Like, you're not supposed to starve yourself on this medication. Like, I'm getting mixed signals from both of you. Like, you both are telling me, like, conflicting things. But I'm more inclined to believe my mom's side because, again, I think my dad literally saw, like, a quarter of what was actually going on and just assumed that I was freaking pigging out again. Because I like to think that, for the most part, I have not done that. Like, I haven't been just like, I have to eat and eat and eat. Like,
I must consume.
all I had today was I had like a handful of pistachios and like 2 like of those baby tortillas
Yeah.
with a little bit of like shredded beef because they went to a graduation party or something yesterday and they brought like some of this like it's not pulled pork, it's like pulled pork but it's beef. It's kind of made in the same fashion.
Pulled beef.
Yeah. And so I like took the baggie of that and I fried some of it up. I just put it in a pan to warm it up and cook it back to like good temperature. And then I like just shoveled it onto a couple of baby tortillas and I had like 2 of those. And that's all I had today. And then, like that's fairly normal. The only time that I eat more than that normally is like when I actually like make like a sandwich or something for breakfast. And then like those quesadillas. Like I said, I'll have like a quesadilla for lunch and then a quesadilla for dinner or something because like I actually really like those. But forget like I'm still like in spite of like cutting down on like all the carbs, there's most carbs in general, like I still have a little bit, but like, you know, nothing like what I used to. Like no fast foods, no sodas, any of that stuff. And I'm like most of my weight loss was in those initial weeks. And it's just like, you know, I'm not seeing a whole, like I think this latest go around might be my best gain since the couple weeks I started, and I lost like maybe 3 to 4 pounds in a week.
Jeez.
Maybe. And that's probably due to like the increase in like physical activity because I started going to the gym. But forget it. Yeah, I just want to talk to her and be like, what else can I do to? Because like I said, if I can avoid it, I don't want to increase my dosage because I just have to pay more for it, you know. Like what can I do basically to make the most out of my medication right now? Because like if there's something else that I could be doing, And I wasn't even gonna talk to her at first because like I don't really know her, and I don't usually like talking like people that I don't know a whole lot. But my mom was like, you should really just talk to her because she's a doctor and she can help you like actually do what you need to do to get like to work through this easier. But yeah, I'm just hoping there's something I can do better.
Yeah.
Because I really don't want this to be for nothing. I genuinely, like, I'm not at the point where I'm like, I'm gonna eat, and there's nothing that I can do, or nothing anybody can do.
went.
But, friggin', I don't want all of this to be for nothing. I don't want to relapse and start eating food again.
That was so scary.
I don't know why she followed me if she only want to go back outside.
She's a doofus.
You can say that. I'm seeing mixed things on Night Rain so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen like a whole lot of the gameplay. I think the first boss fight is the you know who Moog is from Elden Ring? The guy that makes the giant light hammer in the beginning and he throws the light knives at you. He's like the weird omen dude. He's got the
I did not think his name was Moog.
I think it is
No.
Moog, Morg, one of those things. He's one of the omen dudes. He's like the first big boss you fight in the
I know.
castle.
I know who you're talking about now,
Yeah.
but Moog is definitely not the name.
Maybe. Freaking one of them is. There was like 2 or 3 omen. Or no, there's 2 omen. There was 2 omen babies. He's the good one, and then the other one is like the evil, quote unquote, evil guy. That
Moog
like,
is neither of their names still.
pretty sure it is. It's definitely spelled very similarly at the very least. Like it's like 4 letters or something. But oh wait, no, Morgott.
Yep.
I think that Moog is his
Something like
brother
that.
that lives in the sewers. But anyways, friggin'.
It's like Margot.
I think-
or Margot.
I think because Margott's the guy that you fight like 3 times theoretically.
I fought him twice.
You run into
That's
him
it.
once in the castle when he first appears. Then you can run into him a second time when you run into Landel and there's like all those giant ballista bolts in the field. He's actually masquerading as like a normal dude.
Oh yeah, I
and
never killed that.
And he can and then he can pop up and fight you, but he's not technically a boss fight. He doesn't get like the big old health bar, but he's got like the same moveset. And then after that, you fight him at the throne, like the final time.
Yeah, at the base of the herb tree.
Yes.
Those are the times I've fought him.
He is a really cool boss though. He is both considered one of the hardest and one of the easiest bosses in the entire game, funny enough. But
The Grafted Scion is pretty easy.
yeah, after you fought him a couple times, oh yeah, freaking, they're actually they're fairly reliable to parry too. Like their attack pattern is such that you can spam through a very specific part of it, and even if you miss the first parry, if you just keep spamming, you will inevitably hit the second parry without fail. It's really freaking cool. He's rampaging. So is he like a true dragon or technically a wyvern?
Technically, all dragons are wyverns now
Oh.
because they're not dragons. They're not the everlasting dragons, which are the only true dragons or whatever.
So they're just considered offshoots.
yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I'm alive.
Do you think that an everlasting could get corrupted by the abyss?
Yes.
So there's nothing that cannot be corrupted by the abyss.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not true, actually. Anybody with the Covenant of Artorias can't.
But Artorias was corrupted by the abyss.
Yeah, after he lost his fucking ring.
How do you lose it?
His left arm, presumably where he put his ring, was shattered while he was
Oh.
protecting Sith. And
Oh.
like a bunch of other shit happened to him. Like
So-
he was not okay at the end of it.
So the ring basically. Oh, so because he was massively weakened and wounded, was the reason the
Well,
abyss
and he
managed to
probably
take it.
lost the ring, Connor.
Well, does the ring just make you immune to it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming the player just gets like a resistance increase or something.
No. You just become immune to the abyss because it's not like a special like stat that gets stacked on you.
You would think that people would try and make more of that thing.
It was super special.
Very special.
It's also a myth by the time we roll around in the first game.
So, how much of a threat is the abyss in the first game? I can't remember. Like, because if it makes you
Honestly,
immune
not much
to
of
that,
a threat except for in the DLC,
Yeah.
but you also fight freaking Manus in the DLC.
I don't know who Manus is.
He's the furtive pigmy who picked up the Dark Soul in the beginning of
Oh.
the game. Like, he's straight up the progenitor of the Abyss.
So
He's not the creator, but he's the source.
So the furtive pygmy also would have been quote unquote probably like a good guy if it wasn't for Gwen,
Yeah.
because he would have been like the leader of humanity. He would have been like humanity's Gwen
And technically, humanity is all just freaking descendants of him.
of the furtive pygmy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a sort of Adam and Eve situation.
interesting. Dang, and he got massively boned because of Gwen.
Yeah.
Like he got turned basically into essentially Tartarus by Gwen.
A corrupted rage beast by him,
Like he's not even sane anymore. He's just pure malevolent creature.
basically.
Dang, that sucks. Because the furtive pygmy was kind of just a dude almost, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was the first human.
Dang. And back in the day when living as a human probably sucked. Like,
Actually, it
dude-
wasn't too bad under Gwen's rule.
Oh, I thought they were like, well, when they first all got their flames, I thought it was like they lived underground like mushroom people.
Yeah, but that was everybody. Gwen and the gods as well.
Oh, really?
It was literally
just the
all of them.
dragons that lived on the surface.
Yeah. And the surface wasn't the surface either. It was like a weird everlasting place that you could visit. It's
Interesting.
the
How do you
freaking
think?
shores at
How
the
do you
bottom
think
of the...
dragons felt about everybody else? Like just as a thing. You think they were just inherently
Honestly,
like,
I think they were just upset that like a bunch of them got murdered.
oh, that they just started killing dragons?
Yeah, that's the whole first like intro
Yeah.
of any Dark Souls game.
Well, why did Gwen want to kill the dragons?
Because they ruled.
Oh.
Yeah,
not
and
even
Gwen
that
is
they're
not a
evil.
good person.
Not even that they're evil. Just literally, he wanted what they had, basically.
Basically.
Dang. Gosh,
Gwen was the white man.
that's rude. Black people conquered other black people. And you ever heard of Genghis Khan? I bet you he killed a lot more people than white people did. That's maybe true.
He also made a lot more people than white people.
Yeah, but I mean, if the way he did it was rape, is it really a justifiable thing?
He
Come
still
on.
made them.
Come on. Wasn't his like favorite thing to take people's mothers and daughters in front of them and then like kill them? Like it was pretty bad.
Oh fuck! I went the
wrong way.
Good job. Proud of
Genghis
you.
Khan, for all of his successes, was not necessarily a good guy.
Oh, he's powering up.
Oh, second phase. Oh, he's so cool.
He is cool. I don't have any more healing items. I'm literally.
Oh, you're a
I'm so fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. He's got like a little under half his health bar, and you have like a pew hair. He's gonna do like a tail whip and just annihilate
Yep.
you. Oh.
No.
Do you take passive damage when he does that?
No.
Okay.
I literally just got hit by an attack.
I was looking down when that happened.
Literally, the attack you said was gonna kill me killed me.
Tail whip.
We get in it
Oh,
here.
nice.
There's no way I'm beating Madir, and I'm not gonna try and fight the other guy.
You gonna try and do it like in your free time?
No.
Yeah, I'll probably fight Madir.
Just record
No.
it, and then if you didn't beat Madir, just delete the footage.
No, I'll
Just
because
over and over.
I can just record it and then I'll beat him eventually. Like, here's all my attempts
I thought-
condensed into like a 50-second clip or whatever.
Oh, just death.
Yeah.
I won! Now because I didn't want to waste the rest of the footage, death.
Yeah, basically. All right. Well, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
Till next time, peace out.
Bye bye.